Back to the Grimsby Town career mode we go. I'm sorry if I'm in a different frame of mind today, but there's nothing really that can cheer me up. The team's got relegated, and yes, we are doing really good on this save, but it's a big bummer. Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 9 now of season number 9 of the FIFA 21 Grimsby Town to Glory. And as you know, we're going to kick on with the series straight away today. Can we reach 20 likes? I hope we can, as if you haven't seen the last episode as well, go watch that, as it actually was a decent one. It's just a shame what happened just after I finished recording, should I say, with the result in real life. So there's the results if you haven't seen them already, as we're in January as well, so we can make signings and of course sell players as well, which I don't know if I want to do any, to be fair. I'm going to give this team the chance to take it to the end of the season, take it to the end of the career mode, and that's the last time I can use Grimsby in a while in FIFA, because of course they won't be in next year's game, as Leeds United home is our first game as well. Probably going to play that. Same with Tottenham away at the new White Hart Lane. Leicester, I don't know where they are in the league, and Everton the same. I'll play whoever is higher up. As at the moment, Spurs are actually 11th and Leicester are 8th, so Everton 12th, Leeds United 14th. I think I want to play Leeds though. That's when I like to play. I want to get revenge from the last game as well, as we get the important market transfer information. I mean, I love to see it, but not at this moment in time. I honestly have no idea who we can sign, as 4th in the league, that's decent. 13 million in the transfer budget. That's around like a 75 rated player, which isn't really good for our team at the moment. We've got plenty of them in and around the squad, so I think if we get a big transfer in, that's the only way we're going to sign some more players. Maybe like an 100 million fee, hopefully not for William Harper, of course, and then maybe get a defender in. A centre-back would be nice, or even just a right-back, so Tanganga could go in the middle, as Leeds United are in 14th. This time it's at Blundell Park, so I'm not going to say it should be easier, but it really, as I think we've got the strongest team as well. Always one check over the reserves, as Dino is in goal. Tanganga, Gehi, Rodon and Doig at the back, with Cantwell, Winks, Bellingham and Dowell, Maddison in cam and Harper up front. Going straight into this with that team and hopefully getting a result. And come on, how do Leeds United line up? I want to see their squad. What's it like? What do they consist of? As in goal, Caprile? No, it isn't. It's Teixeira Cano with Dujon, Sterling, Diakabi, Duervene and Davis. With Waterfall, don't remind me of that name, Manuel, Fine, Hadji and Poveda, with Sam Greenwood up front. Okay, it's different to the one they actually beat us with. No, of course, Connor Allen, who was a goal scorer last time out. I'm naming the Coventry midfielder, or Coventry, with, who's the other one? Edmondson. I'm just thinking of all the players and just not thinking about what I'm saying. Yes, they have lost a lot of players. I don't know if they've transferred out, got injured, or Bielsa's just messing around with his team sheets, as it's going to be tough nevertheless. I think one season we only beat Leeds United 1-0, and the last outing, of course, was a 3-0 defeat at Ellen Road to these, so I don't really have high hopes, although I think his team's strong enough, as can we take an early lead? Harper just an inch away. Couldn't reach that with the head, as Leeds United looking for an early break as well. Ian Poveda putting the pressure on. He should be decently rated at this moment in time, as Tanganga, oh dear. How overcooked were that one, as Leif Davis is going to get the ball as well. Throw it into Poveda, just chasing shadows a little bit, as Poveda has it back right here, trying to go round us a bit, and it's a good turn out into Hadji. Hadji with another pirouette away. Can we get a tackle in, please? Greenwood gives it to Hadji, gives it to Poveda. Can we try and take this ball off Leeds United? Don't want them getting close to the net, especially with the Romanian Cam, who's really good, as Greenwood has his back to net, but has a bit of a gap there, and Dino with a glorious save. What a stop, one-handed with the left hand, and that has kept us in the game so far. Greenwood with a header as well. Stopped Leeds United with some pressure. A lot of pressure, but what a save from Dino. That is special from the Grimsby Town goalkeeper, as Harper, can he do something special as well? Cuts inside, goes for a long shot and puts it in the side netting. He loves a shot from outside of the area with his side foot, and Harper makes Blundell Park erupt as we lead against Leeds for once. We've actually scored against them, and that's come from Dino. Dino, man of the match so far, as it's a great cut inside, and Teixeira Cano just watches it float past him. No chance of getting a hand to that. And what a finish. And here's Mark Gehi. Half an hour just about to click onto the clock as Dowell has a run down this right-hand side as well. Kieran Dowell cuts inside a little bit, gives it into Bellingham, who's got Cantwell around him, but it's a good block from one of the defenders as it falls to Winks as well. Bellingham's been on fire recently, but can't get the pass around Dujon Sterling, who's come away from right back. And it looks like they're going to break again. Pervader now into Greenwood, round the corner to Pervader again, just trying to stand them up as Waterfall has it into Pervader. Just got to keep watching him. Greenwood into Waterfall, into Fane. Don't let Leeds get forward. As Greenwood does have a little bit of a gap, a little nick on his knee, I think, there with a bit of a stupid tackle. Into Fane, who cuts away from us. Can we try and put a tackle in here, or is he going to go around as he is? Into Benson. Benson with good skill moves as Leeds United. I think they've got it all till they get to the box. I mean, Greenwood, yes, did get a shot off earlier, but they just seem to be dilly-dallying a bit at Blundell Park. Maybe it's the pressure of playing away and trying to just secure the goal, as that's a great secure ball through to Harper, who needs to cut inside. It's his favourite move. Great block from the defender. Falls to Todd Cantwell, and it's just wide of the post. It was, in fact, given as offside because I think Maddison interfered with it on its way through, as Joe Rodon gives it into Maddison right here, and he keeps it away from the defender. Out to Cantwell, who's got a bit of a run in front of Dujon Sterling. If he can get that ball in the middle, it would be great, as he does. Harper now with a little pirouette, but the defender Duane or something blocking that one immediately as Hadji passes it into Ian Pervader. Looks like they're going to come at us a little bit late on here, but the referee has blown for half-time, and it is 1-0 to Town at the break. Not something you say really in real life a lot more, as yes, they have been on a good run, and we are on a good run at the moment. Let's keep it up. And Daniel Hadji now with a cut inside, another skill move. Leeds United going to start the second half off brightly as he's inside of the box. I thought for a second there it wasn't. Rodon's going to get booked as he slides in on the Leeds forward, and it's a stupid penalty. I slid because I thought he was going to get the ball there, striker, and turn and run, but he actually fooled me there. Greenwood faced away from me and kind of walked into the slide tackle, didn't he? So yes, it is definitely a foul, but he did put himself in that position as Dino against Hadji. And he's been embarrassed there, utterly embarrassed. Hadji with the equaliser, and it's a goal from Leeds United. I mean, I wasn't expecting it was. I chipped straight down the middle. I went to my usual spot at the right, and for once they don't hit it to the right. Inas Hadji with his 5th of the season. I'm telling you, Leeds United I hate to play against them. I hate to. As Todd Cantwell now on the ball, knocked straight out from Pedro Brasalio, as Cantwell throws it into Josh Doig to try and start the second half off. A light into Maddison. Round the corner to Harper. He's got the run of Bellingham in front of him. Just can't get the pass off. However, Maddison right now. Oh no. Harper's on the deck holding his knee. I absolutely hate to see that as the ball goes out of play and it's telling me to take him off. Florian Balogun's going to have to come on and don't make him injured. And that isn't good. If he's out for, I think, a month or just over a month, he won't play in the next game in the knockout round of the Champions League, because I'm still not revealing that team. We have to deal with the cross right there, as well as Leeds United are going to see this as an opportunity without our main striker to try and get points like they did last time, as Maddison gets the ball bouncing to him though, and Jude Bellingham from goal, fresh from winning the FA Cup game, and he puts it in the bottom corner. Jude Bellingham is on fire for Town at the moment, and it is 2-1. All he had to do was run through and finish that into the back of the net. It's a great touch. The number 7 keeps on going, and bang, the watermark of the camera just covers him as he releases the driven shot into the bottom left. 2-1 Grimsby. Todd Cantwell right here with a good skill move. Give it to Maddison. There we have it. Maddison to turn out. Give it back to Todd with an overlapping run. And can we give this to Bellingham? We've got a man free at this side. Can we wrap the game up? Dowell! Great save from Texerio Carmo as Luis Alberto's going to come on late here, saving the energy of some as Dowell to whip it in again. No header. It's going to fall to Tanganga. Can we wrap this game up? Bellingham. No, and Leeds United are going to break, I think, Ian Pervader, but Winks, oh, that is superb defending, as he was one of the less men, and Bellingham with the ball in the middle goes to pass it into the gap, and no one made the move there. Shouldn't really matter in the end, though, as this has been a well-fought victory if we do get it. Just 4 minutes left of the game, or less right now, as Luis Alberto, Mikey man, just don't let them come forward, as Hadji over to Fine, get the tackle in, he misses it. Into Dujon Sterling. 1 minute of the game left. Round the corner. Into Fine. We've got a run with us men. Waterfall. Steps away into Edmondson, who is on the field right now. Round the corner as well. Doig has to deal with it. 2 minutes on the clock. And Fane with it back into Edmondson. Round the corner and Bellingham's there. Where's Jude Bellingham come from? As him and Dino in the goal have been magnificent as we get the 2-1 win. A scraped one against Leeds United. But of course, an improvement on the last time we lost to them. So I'll take it. And how long's going to be out? Chalobah. 4 weeks, Harper. Oh, not good. Not good, but not bad. It's not 2 months or more than that, of course. As a loan agreement with Rotherham United has come to an end. Who is this? Thomas Neal, a left back, I think he is, has received his recallment as, I think he's 18-year-old as well and 71 rated. If we'd carry on this safe, he would be immense. But of course, we're not going to, as Harper is going to have to be out for the next game against Tottenham as well. A big one. Although they are underperforming, we drew to them earlier on after they grinded it out. And we need to beat them this time round. No if, buts or maybes. If we're going to decrease this gap, which you can see right there, is huge between Man United. We are second. Wolves have a game in hand, as there's offers here as well. The pre-contract's crap. People are trying to get poached from us on pre-contracts, as Wolves have lost anyway, and we do stay second. That is good, but I've got to get to them contracts. Yes, we're not doing another season, but still, I think the board will get very, very angry. Maybe potentially sack me if I don't get all of these signed up. We've got Chalobah, Clifton, Ben Jackson, Dowell, Cantwell, McMillan, Balogun, Kalajic, Evans, Alonso, and Dino's actually got an extra year. So I think I'm going to sign the important ones up. I don't know around the others, as of course the first one is going to be Kieran Dell, an important role. We do have enough money to get them all, and I think with that huge budget that we have, we could put into the wages, as I'm going to go for 5 years. He is my favourite player at this club. He wants 2, maybe he'll retire after that, so we'll give him the 2-year contract extension. No release clause and a hefty wage. I think he deserves one. He definitely deserves one. 79, that's one of the top paid players at the club, and I will accept it. It'd be the 4th, I think, behind Harper, Bellingham and Tanganga. As yes, we'll accept it, and Dowell joins. Despite all the controversy, we're going to give a high wage to Florian Balogun. And he gets a 15-goal bonus, I think, as well. So he's going to get paid a lot, but I didn't want his head swaying. Of course, having to play the next couple of games. I think the last one for now is Todd Cantwell, who also takes a high wage. And I think I'm going to stop with this. A big appearance fee, but Todd Cantwell's one, of course, who got approached. And same with Ben Jackson, but I might let him go, you know. Tom Neal, of course, just returning from his loan. And Ben Jackson's been a reserve player a long, long time. So I'm going to keep my money, my 5 million, which, of course, isn't a lot. And I'm going to run with it as we get closer to the Tottenham game. And we might actually have an FA Cup game shoved in. We might do. Yeah, there's the money for it. Of course, no game rescheduled right there, as I think we will play Tottenham and maybe another FA Cup game. I want to go all the way in that trophy as well. Yes, I want to focus on getting this gap shorter between us and Man United, but I do want to go all the way, as Chalobah's had an approach from Aston Villa. I honestly think that's a good fit for him. And to be honest, his form hasn't been to the required standard I think we've got to be at if we're going to win the league, so I'll let him go at the end of his contract. As Spurs, we need the strongest team out for this one. So Dino's in goal, Tanganga, Gehi, Rodon and Doig at the back with Cantwell, Winks. Bellingham's a bit tired, which is a bit unusual, but he did score the winner. And Dowell on the right-hand side with Maddison in cam and Florian Balogun up front. I don't think I'm going to go with the same team if this doesn't work out, because I do actually have an idea for a brand new team involving those players to play for the rest of the season if it doesn't work out here, but let's get the win this time round. And Tottenham, Bijlo in goal, no Van der Voort, Tavares, Cooper Mines, Jimenez and Reguilon at the back with Guimaraes and Rodri back in the starting 11, Musa, Wilson and Bergwijn with Ivan Franco. You know what? I'd rather have Harry Kane up front. Van Voort's actually on the bench. But yeah, I hate playing against this Franco guy. He just plays really well. And I've never heard of him. It's a bit of a sticky one, as Mike Gehi with an early tackle as well on Tyree Winks. Ex-Spurs boy himself, as this can't be as boring as the first first fixture we had in the league against them. That was a terrible one, as Cantwell gets a pass off to Florian Balogun right there around the corner to Maddison, who was facing the wrong way. Faced the opponent's goal. I think he should have been ready for a run, as Bellingham gets a tackle on in there, but Franco into Rodri, and round the corner, Guimaraes, Franco again, we've slid in, and Harry Wilson, who was a really good player last time as well. It's Megsters, and it's into Wilson, who scores the opening goal of the game. Boys, how are we getting Megsters in his own box? It's actually a realistic Grimsby defending again, as look at that, just passes it round us, and a nutmeg on Josh Doig of all people, back into the middle for Harry Wilson to slot it in, and we take an early, well, deficit, yeah. in this game at the new White Hart Lane, and that is a shame. And Cooper Mayans into Rodri here. I mean, it's beyond me how we're losing. It's beyond me with the ball every time. Look how the following forward as Guimaraes is tackled though from Mike Gehi, and he's going to get a bit of a run on. Pass it to Bellingham, who needs to start sprinting. Can we get someone off the ball? Please, come on, someone off the ball like Balogun or something. As he eventually does get it right here. Can we give it to Maddison? We can. On to Cantwell again. Can someone head this ball? Cantwell, decent cross, but too close to the keeper. And it is going to fall for him again. Into Maddison, who's not started off the greatest. Into Bellingham, turns away and hits the defender. And Wilson, oh, robs it off Gehi. It robs it off Gehi as Winks. What a tackle, but it's going to fall to Wilson again. And what a sloppy goal for Wilson again. It's 2 that he's got and 2 goals that should never, ever go in. It's like the 2 for Exeter the other day. 2 final goals, that is, as that is just sloppy. Look, he gets in front of us. We're trying to shove him off, and it's a great slide tackle. But Winks slides, the ball goes up, and he touches it down for the striker while still sliding. It's just a jammy ball. There's Franco running onto this one as well as Gehi steps across. And Doig to pass it out to Todd Cantwell. Can he try and get a ball on anywhere? I can't believe we're 2-0 down in this one as he does get it across to Kieran Dowell, who's got a run on here. Balogun in the middle. You know Harper, mate, but can you get 1 goal back? No. And Franco onto Wilson right here again as they're going to play 1-2s here. He's on for a hat-trick, is Harry Wilson. It's round the corner. He's slipped in. Doig with a tackle, and he's gave it as a penalty. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't think that was, you know. I thought he got the ball as it's going to be a yellow card. He did take his man, but did he get the ball? No, he didn't. The ball just rolled straight past him. No, he didn't. It is a penalty. And the second in 2 games, it's going to be Cooper Myers, the defender, against Dino. Why did I step left? It's a terrible day here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium as we are 3-0 behind in the first half, and that is terrible. It's a really good pen, don't get me wrong. But I stepped the wrong way. If I wouldn't have, I would have saved that. And at half-time, it's terrible. I've even took Maddison off. I took him off before half-time in a quick sub. I think the game's telling me how bad he is, as this is a bad game as well. As can we make the change I wanted to make? I think we can. As I'm going to put Dowell in the centre, Cantwell back on that side. Alberto for Bellingham, maybe? Yes, I'll drop him back. Yes, Bellingham's a great player, don't get me wrong. But Wink's having a good one. And I'm going to put Brooks on, because he's a bit more attacking on the wing than, of course, Dowell, who's slightly out of position. And Alberto's not got the pace. And you know what I think of course, James Maddison at the moment. He's just not doing it as Franco gets a ball on Harry Wilson there. It could be 4. And it's 4 straight after half-time. It's a hat-trick for Harry Wilson. And you can see what it means to Dino losing this game. It is 4. Spurs have run riot. 10th place Spurs have run absolutely riot against 2nd place Town here. As it's straight down the middle as well. Dino will definitely be upset with that. Somehow got to try and drag ourselves back as it's going straight to Cantwell. Cantwell back to Tanganga. And let's try and get at least 1 back, shall we? Gone attacking because we need to. We just need goals. Don't care about conceding no more as Brooks finds Doig making the run, who's of course made a mistake in this game. Josh Doig loves to score when we're actually losing. Is he going to score? He's going to get a shot off which bobbles. And can we actually put a bit of fear in them and maybe get a goal to put some nerves on as Brooks hits it, falls to Cantwell, can't get the shot off, but this is the best bit of pressure we've had so far, as it's going to fall to Winks. Does well to get the header as well, the small man. I like how we're playing. It's just a shame it's already bloody 4 goals to them, as Dowell on a run and runs straight into danger. Let's try and make it a little less embarrassing, shall we, as Rodon coming across right here to Bergwijn, who's going backwards. Don't let him go backwards as they've passed it straight through 2 of his players. That is disgusting, as the team isn't even tired as well. And it's a chip through ball to Harry Wilson, who could have 4, you know, 1-on-1 with Dino, and he does well. Still though, I bet he's laughing it up, is Jose. Of course, still actually got a job in this game, as it's whipped into the box to Tavares, and Dino has to catch it. Another chance for Tottenham to make it 5. That would have been bad, as Brooks has the ball right here to Kieran Dowell. Can he keep it? He can. And it's going out wide to Doig, who doesn't even read it. Absolutely shocking. But Winks to put the ball back in the middle to Alberto. Around the corner for Balogun, who just makes no runs like Harper at all. Maybe I made a mistake making him sign that contract, as we've got Todd Cantwell go down as well. Our second best player is staying down. Great. And you know it's bad when Sasa Kalajic comes on nowadays. God, he's been a mean player, hasn't he? A mean player indeed, as here he is on the ball, you know. Can he try and pass it? No, he can try, but he's not going to succeed. No chance at that. As Doig here as well receives it into Balogun. who's tackled immediately. Even Pepe putting the pressure on, as that is a poor throw-in as well. We're going to have to run all the way back. Just urgency, Joshy Doig. You've had a terrible game today. Nutmegged and, of course, booked for a penalty decision as Brooks on it. Can't get around the defender. Into Kalajic, though. Does well to hold his man off and actually scores. Skip the replay. I can't believe he's done it. The big man's actually managed to score. How funny is that? As can we get another one, maybe? Kalajic pick up on that. Gives it into Brooks. And can we get past this defender right here? Give it back into Kalajic. As here he is, the big man. Oh, Cooper Myers just stepping across though. However, we've got it back. Chip from range. And I thought I'd go for it with Alberto, as that is that. At least we didn't get nilled. But then again, we should never be thinking like that at all. We should have tried to win the game. But Harry Wilson and co have stopped us. Down to 4th. As City are the ones to put pressure now on Manchester United, who still haven't played. I thought they'd got beat then, which would have been good. As Todd Cantwell's out for 7 months. That may be the last time we ever see him in a Town shirt in this save. Actually, scrap that. It will be the last time we see him. And what a disappointing way to go out in a 4-1 win, or 4-1 defeat, should I say. Really, really not doing the player justice. Upsetting that, but just piles on the misery from, of course, last night. And, of course, that defeat. As we're on to Leicester now, can we refresh the mind? As we have Bristol City after it. You know what? I might sim Leicester, just because this Premier League season is doing my head in. So I think I'm actually going to do it, but I'm going to shove Maddison out onto the left-hand side. Don't want him down the middle, as this is the team. Dino, Tanganga, Gehi, Rodon, Doig, Maddison, Winks, Bellingham, Brooks, Dowell, and Kalajic, because he scored. Why not? Balogun's been okay, but hasn't scored. He's been, like I said before, gets involved in a lot of play, does all the passing right, but just can't shoot when he's put through on goal, or just refuses to shoot sometimes. As can we get the win against the Foxes before Bristol City at the weekend, or Bristol Rovers? It's a 2-2 draw. And they deserve to win it. Look at that. Martial with a 90th minute penalty miss as Dowell, Cancelo, Bellingham, and Martial with the first goal. Further away. Oh, we're further away. It gets from bad to worse, doesn't it? As Bristol Rovers, a team that actually stopped Grimsby Town getting promoted from the National League before. What a way to remind myself that that's where Grimsby will be playing. As we get a bid as well for, is it Joe Rodon? Yes, 9 million plus. James Ward-Prowse, who isn't a bad player, but 34-year-old, that's getting rejected. 83 rated, now Joe Rodon. And if he had a big bid, maybe like over 35 million, I'd really highly suggest it at the moment, because he is playing okay, but not the best. As Balogun or Tanganga wants a rest for the bigger games, I'm up to that. However, what I'm not up to is changing the team apart from that. You heard me right. I want to go full strength for this next game. I know how Barrow almost squeezed past us. I know this tournament is difficult. Actually, I'll make another change at centre-back. Why not? As Galloway can come in. But I really do want to win in this tournament. I want to go all the way in the FA Cup. Get some silverware downers. As we've got Dino in the goal. Galloway right back. Powell and Gehi centre-backs with Doig on the left. Maddison as well now on the left, with Winks, Bellingham and Brooks on the right, with Dowell supporting Kalajic. He can stay as Bristol Rovers. If we don't get a result against these, there is something wrong. And this is the team that we're playing. I'm looking at my phone then. Nunnally in goal, Timon, Gallagher, Kilger, Jack Baldwin and Koki, with Liddell, Westbrook, Grant, Dele and Nerish. You can see a couple of their players already in that team. It looks like there's less than Barrow in terms of players that are actually there in real life. About 3, 4, 5, 6. As these have a decent stadium and a better one than us. Court Lane. Great. I just always hate seeing stadiums that are bigger than ours, even though I know I love Blundell Park as it is. As Westbrook makes a tackle right there on us. Daly playing a 1-2 maybe? No, Powell stepped across to get that tackle in, and Doig to try and go down this side. However, he's tackled as well. Can we try and get this ball back? Round the corner into Neris. Neris tackled by Gehi right here, and Doig with it. I mean, Bristol Rovers trying to get a bright start, and they're going to take it again. They've just seen we've lost 4-1 and, of course, drawn with Leicester with this team. So they'll definitely be up for it. As Dowell give it to Kalajic, so I want to see a good performance from the big man. Maybe some headers. What I bought you for 10 million. As we're going to give it to Maddison right here. Can he get himself in the box? We're onside, and that's a good ball. But defender's there first. You can't score a header here. There is something wrong. As which player is he? I actually don't know. I think it was the first I controlled. Is this him? I think it might be. Put it near the front post. Come on, Kalajic. Do me a favour. Head that, as it looked like he was going to tackle in late on. As Winks gets at the edge of the box. Fired through bodies, and about 3 men blocked it at once. And Daly right here on the ball. Great tackle. as Bellingham gives it forward as well into Sasa Kalajic, backheeled into Kieran Dowell, and out wide to James Maddison, who needs to try and cut inside somehow. Although there's a run outside, and of course Kalajic in the middle, the big man. Can we find him? No, we're going to go into Brooks at the far post, who really I don't expect to win headers. It falls to Dowell, into Maddison, into Brooks. Tries to get his shot off, and Dowell is going to fall for another block. Bristol Rovers, your defence is terrifying. Then again, I don't know if it would have done any better, would Balogun, as here he is again on the ball. Kalajic has got involved in a lot of play, and that's a great ball through to Dowell, who shouldn't miss. Finally broke through the defence, and Dowell, what are you doing? I've put you in cam with the captain's armband again because I trust you, and that is how you repay me. And Winks in the middle again. I mean, we scored with his reserve team by now in the game against Barrow. I think we should have scored here, as we're going back all the way to Mark Gahey, up to Dowell. As can we just give that in front? Oh, nice little dummy pass into Winks as well. On to Bellingham, who's got Brooks around him. An angle to shoot. And the defender, Koike, who I was looking at signing actually, and I think my first ever season, blocks it again. Imagine if we would have signed him instead of Doig. How the tables would have turned. You could have been seeing Koike back in this team after us re-signing him from Villarreal. But there we go, Doig getting across and making the tackle. 1 minute of added time in this game as well, as I don't want to replay. And Bellingham passes it into Dowell. One before half-time maybe, but no, the big man floored by Gallagher. As at half-time it's going to be 0-0. What do we have to do to step our game up? It is a fit team. It is a great team. Bellingham, Dean Henderson in it, Dowell, Harry Winks. He's got some great international players, but still can't find a way through little Bristol Rovers, as we need to try and battle on a bit harder in the second half. As here we go, Daly with a pass around the corner into Grant. Great tackle there, and Powell to pass it away into Bellingham, who's going to try and run forward a little bit as well. But he's going to, well, try and pass it to the side of him, but that one's blocked off as well. But Winks with it into Bellingham. I'm not going to go forward straight away. Gives it back to Jude Bellingham through the middle to Kalajic. That's a great ball. And the big man, please put us one up. What is that? Now that is one of the worst shots I've ever seen in my life. Sasa Kalajic. Oh my days. That's a thumbnail and title sorted. That was terrible. However, he has got the ball from a risky bounce back again. Do I trust him to do anything? Not at all after that one, as Brooks is tackled though, and it's fallen to Kalajic here. Can he score from range? I mean, the shot were better, even with bodies in front of him. That's Luis Alberto now. I've given Dowell a rest because I still do have faith we'll get the result, but we're just making it difficult for ourselves. There's definitely there, so Luis Alberto, what are you playing at? Everton up next. I'm not looking forward to that one at the moment, as Neris took out from Powell, as he's going to get up and chase the ball at Grant's feet as well, as we've got 20 minutes or just over. Remember, no replay. And almost into the last 10, as it's shocking how we haven't got something from this game so far. We're going to be going into a replay, as don't lose it though. I mean, I say I don't want a replay, that's because I expect us to win in this 90 minutes, not because I want to lose. As Gilger gets past us there, is he going to try and run in the box? No, he's going to put it on the edge to Neris. Someone get in his way, don't let him shoot, as Galloway does. The right back, I'm going to pass it out from the back here. Alberto, the old man. I mean, Kalajic, you're miles off there. No, he wasn't actually. There was a man who dropped back, and give it back to Alberto. Luis Alberto, 36-year-old. Can he win the game? He does. 5 minutes on the clock, and Luis Alberto has done it. Absolutely career-ending little voice break right there, as Kalajic is going to come off as well from his disaster class, as that is it done and dusted. It's been a difficult game. Again, like Barrow, respect to Bristol Rovers, but I think that might be it. We're either going to give it one last go. We've got 1 minute on the clock. Grant around the corner into Westbrook, onto McCormick now. We've got 2 added minutes actually. 2 as Westbrook into McCormick again, onto Kilgore. We need to just stop it. It sounds like a name out of Lord of the Rings, that, as Grant gives it into Westbrook again. Bellingham with a tackle. Just whack it forward. Whack it forward, Balogun, as it wasn't forward, but it is game over. 1-0 away at Bristol Rovers, as that was a well-fought game in the FA Cup. But we are through to round 5. As you can see, 3rd in the Premier League after the draw with Southampton. So Wolves must have lost altogether. As, I mean, Man United are just gathering points as well, as Galloway something on his mind. Okay, I'll just say whatever. And Tanganga's thankful he's got a rest. Hopefully he can get back in the team for Everton though and kick on. Of course, I do have faith we'll get 2nd place at least if we can just kick up a bit. As, yeah, I mean, they've only lost 2 games all season. We have lost 5. I think they will lose 7 games. Hopefully. or at least draw a couple. It's got 19 wins as well. We have to beat them when we play them. Have to. However, we are slipping away at a drastic rate, as I think Harper, I've just got a message back. He is back in Kalajic. You enjoyed your run. You enjoyed your little consolation against Tottenham. Put faith in me with that. Oh, how wrong I was, as we'll go back to the normal team. It should be a result, as it's going to be Dino in goal, Tanganga, Brooks, not Brooks, Rodon, Gehi and Doig, with Maddison, Winks, Bellingham, Brooks, Dowell and Harper. And I'm going to swap these centre-backs out because it's really annoying me when I was speaking then. As can we get a simulated win against Everton? The Toffees away at Goodison Park. I mean, we've done well, I think, in recent times, recent years, in recent history right here. Of course, our first win we ever got against the Premier League team was this one in the FA Cup, as we lose it. Neto with a goal, David misses a pen, David scores again, and Gehi with a consolation for us. That's another defeat. Because where are we now? Where are we now? We're going to be very, very far down, I reckon. We'll just drop off the edge of a cliff as fourth. Southampton are above us. United have lost though, so at least a loss, but still, if we would have got 3 points, they would have lost. That would have been one closer. It is a missed opportunity, but then again, it's the best thing that could have happened in the missed opportunity, as we've been in the window as well, and not one bid has come in for any of our players, which for the last season I'm kind of loving. As I spoke too soon, as we get a bid in for Luis Alberto, 36-year-old from West Ham. I think I'll accept that. We've got Nemetra on the reserves as well, so he can come onto the bench. He's the same rating as Nemetra as well now, as he's fallen off the bit of a cliff, of course, getting to that big ripe age of 36. As yes, I think we're done for this episode here. I can't take any more heartbreak. The game last night, the loss against Tottenham, Cantwell, of course, being out for the rest of the season, but we move on to the Champions League and FA Cup next episode. Big ones, as I will reveal the team we've got as well. As unfortunately, guys, this is the end of this episode. Like, comment, share and subscribe with a notification bell on as well, so you do not miss anything in the future. The save is coming out soon, as yes, treasure it whilst you can, because this team, this beautiful team, will not be in FIFA next year. Do a career mode yourselves if you want, guys. It is exciting, and it's better than the real thing. As take care, see you in a bit, and peace.